book lovers. If you are as anxious as I am, is good because I'll be talking about something as a Tao Science book that is written by Dr. Master Zhigang Shah and Dr. Master Ruling, a quantum physicist. And I'll be reading first to remind you of the whole book because I'm on the page 167, so I have read most of it. This book is about, I'm going to read the sleeves here. Uh, there are three questions asking. Are spiritual laws or physical laws? Can we explain soul and consciousness scientifically? What is the missing link to unify spirituality and science? The holy grail of science is the grand unified theory, a theory of everything that completely explains our reality. Albert Einstein and many other renowned scientists have sought this theory to explain all the fundamental particles and forces in the universe, how they were created, how they interact, and what their destiny is. However, no one has yet succeeded. Why? Spiritual wisdom and scientific wisdom have not had a common language. Can we explain spiritual uh, principles scientifically and mathematically? Could be that the spiritual insight and the other ancient wisdom are needed for complete understanding. In this groundbreaking book, a renowned spiritual teacher and master, Dr. and Master Zhigang Shah, collaborated with quantum physicist and string theorist Dr. Ruling Shu to introduce Tao science. Tao is the source of everyone and everything. Tao science is the source, science of the source of creation. This is the science of the source and creation. It's the science that tells us what everyone and everything are made of, how everyone and everything are created, how how everyone and everything are created, how everyone and everything interact, and much more. That science is a science of grand unification. It unifies a science with a spirituality at the most fundamental level. It unifies everyone and everything and every aspect of our lives. This book will be eye opening and mind expanding for those who are interested in science and those who are interested in the spirit. This book will benefit anyone who's willing to use the power of the spirit, the power of science, the power of love, the power of universe, the power of yourself to transform your life and the lives of others. This book will benefit anyone who longs to live in complete love, peace, harmony, and in alignment with universal love and principles revealed in this book. Step into universe of Tao science. Tao science is more than theory, is a practice, is the way of life. You will never step back. As I said, this is a chapter 10 that I'll be reading from Law of Karma. Karma is a fundamental teaching in many spiritual belief systems. Millions of people believe in karma. Millions of people do not believe in karma. We feel this is the right time to explain karma in a scientific way. We are delighted that the Tao Science can explain karma in a scientific way. The law of karma is a natural law. Have you ever wondered why your life goes smoothly in some ways but has challenges in other aspects? Have you wondered why you repeat certain patterns that seems to follow you in your life, wherever you go and whatever you do? Do you know why some people keep making the same mistakes over and over again, no matter how much advice they receive to change these behaviors, and even when they know they should change? Do you know why you like some people you meet instantly while others irritate you when you meet them just by their appearance or the sound of their voice? All of these actions and responses are due to karma. What is karma? Karma is the record of services we and our ancestors have offered in this lifetime and all past lifetimes. Our karma has great power over us. Our karma can make us think, feel, hear, speak, write, smell, taste, eat, react, behave, make decisions, and experience life in certain ways. Our karma can literally control us, blind us, defend us, bind us, imprison us, and enslave us to certain negative karmic patterns. What is the root cause of our health, relationship issues, emotional, mental problems, and financial challenges, and many other difficulties in our lives? What are the root cause of natural disasters, human catastrophe, violence, tragedy, uh, food, energy, financial crisis, pollution of Earth's air, water, food, global warming, and many other challenges in our society and world? The root cause is negative karma. Negative karma is the hurtful, harmful, selfish actions, behavior, words, even thoughts that we and our ancestors have created in all of our lifetimes. The complete record of our past actions, behavior, words, thoughts is stored in our vibrational field. This Akashic record, our karma, determines every major aspect of our lives. To heal ourselves, our societies, and the world, we need to clear our negative karma. The law of karma, which we present in this chapter, has been known for thousands of years to many spiritual traditions, cultures, and disciplines. It is a foundation of many spiritual teachings. The wisdom of the law of karma has helped relieve much suffering for humanity. At this critical historic moment, it's crucial for us to understand the law of karma in both scientific and spiritual ways. It is urgent for each of us and all humankind to clear our negative karma. Now, a scientific understanding of law of karma is revealed to humanity. For the first time ever, the sacred wisdom, knowledge, and techniques and the powers about how to clear our negative karma are brought to humanity. This wisdom, knowledge, techniques, and the powers are given to us now because they are urgently needed to help humanity and the Mother Earth pass through this difficult transition period. They are needed to literally save humanity and Mother Earth. Moreover, this wisdom empowers each of us with higher ability to create and manifest. With this wisdom, each of us and all humanity can be uplifted to a higher level of existence uh, with deeper meaning to our lives, with more love, joy, abundance, beauty, health, and wisdom. We can create the world of love, peace, and harmony. The title is What is Karma? Karma is the record of our and our ancestors' services in all lifetimes, present and past. Karma is also called virtue or deed. Karma can be divided between good, in parentheses, positive karma, and bad, or in parentheses, negative karma. Good or positive karma is the record of good services, including love, forgiveness, compassion, light, generosity, kindness, purity, integrity, and more. Bad karma or negative karma is the record of unpleasant services, including killing, harming, taking advantage of others, stealing, and more. Negative karma is a spiritual death. When you hurt or harm another being or identity, you are in debt to that being or identity spiritually. You owe that being or identity, and they will have to repay that debt or somehow have that they erased in another way. Good karma is measured by virtue. Virtue is a spiritual money. Virtue can be measured by a high level spiritual being. Advanced spiritual beings with powerful third eye can see that good virtue is given as beautiful dots and flowers of different colors, of different sizes, from heaven, uh, from heaven's virtue bank. These dots and flowers can be red, golden, rainbow colored, purple, crystalline, and more. 10 small dots form a large dot. 10 large dots form a small flower. 10 small flowers form a large flower. Therefore, A flower represents more virtue than a dot. A big flower represents more virtue than a small flower. It is like a various uh, denomination of the physical money of on Mother Earth. For example, 10, 25 cents coins and the paper currency of 1, 5, 10, $20. When you offer good service to humanity and others, you are giving dots of virtue. Groups of dots will form flowers. If you offer great good service, you can be given different size of flowers directly. This virtue expressed in the dots and the flowers will come to your bank in the Akashic record and to your soul at the same time. When this virtue comes, the spiritual debt in your Akashic record is being paid down little by little. On Mother Earth, you may borrow money from a bank to purchase a house. You then have a physical debt to the bank. You must pay that debt little by little, month by month, according to the contract you have with the bank. It is common for the borrower to be obligated to pay this debt gradually for 20, 30, 40 years. Bad karma is your spiritual death. The spiritual death is recorded in your book in the Akashic record and on your soul. You may have made mistakes in your past lives and in this life. When you kill, steal, cheat, take advantage of, hurt, or harm others in any way, you create a spiritual death. Spiritually, you owe the souls you have harmed, just as you must pay your mortgage to the bank, you must pay your spiritual debt. How do you pay this spiritual debt? When you have bad karma, you are given lessons to learn. These lessons could include sickness, accidents, broken relationships, financial challenges, mental disorder, emotional imbalances, and all kinds of blockages in life. When you are faced with a challenge in your life, when your family has a challenge, when you are seriously ill, or when you, excuse me, I need to drink a water a little bit. Thank you. When you are faced with a challenge in your life, when your family has a challenge, when you are seriously ill, or when you feel unhappy, stressed, angry, fearful, depressed, or anxious, you may not think about karma. We would like to share our insight that significant challenges in your physical body, emotional body, mental body, and spiritual bodies are almost always due to karmic issue. To pay your spiritual debt is to have lessons to learn. The one sentence secret about karma is Karma is the root cause of success and the failure in every aspect of life. Because bad karma is the root cause of blockages and challenges in life, we must clear or, in parentheses, or cleanse, which is a different word for the same thing, uh, our bad karma, which is our spiritual death from all our lifetimes in order to transform our lives. People on Mother Earth suffer so much. For the physical body alone, there are thousands of sicknesses. Most people on Mother Earth have not realized that serious, chronic, life threatening health conditions are due to bad karma. Even less do people understand that all of the major blockages in their lives are due to bad karma. To heal our physical, emotional, mental, spiritual bodies, we have to learn how to self clear our negative or bad karma. To self clear karma, we should first understand what kind of bad karma human beings have. The new title is a personal karma. You could have a hundreds of or even thousands of a lifetime as a human being. You could have made huge mistakes. For example, in one lifetime, you may have been the leader of a country or an important general. You could have forgotten to offer love, care, compassion. You may have harmed others, caused a war, or even directly involved in killing others. You could have been a very wealthy and influential person who took advantage of others. Heaven records these actions and behaviors. The harm that you cause others creates your spiritual death. This harm is arranged to return to you in some form in your current life and your future lives. There are the lessons that you need to learn. Let us give you an example. In Japan, I, uh, meaning Master Shah, uh, had a consultation with a woman that who told me she was very upset because her husband had 6 girlfriends. I asked her, "Do you believe in karma?" She replied, "Yes, I believe in karma." I then asked, "Do you want to know your karmic issues related to this situation with your husband?" She replied, "Yes." I asked the woman to close her eyes. I connected with the Akashic record. I asked heaven to show me the past life relationship between her husband and her. In the past, in about 20 seconds, I got the answer. I told her to open her eyes and it said, "Your problem with your husband is due to you." She was surprised and said, "Really? It's because of me?" I explained, "Yes. I did a spiritual reading with the Akashic records. Heaven showed me that in a past life you were also married to your husband. You were the husband, and your current husband was your wife. In that lifetime, you had more than 12 girlfriends. Heaven showed them to me one by one in my third eye. My client was astounded and she understood. She asked me, what she should do. I told her, forgive your husband, give him love. Love melts all blockages and transforms all life. This example is to tell you to remember that if you have significant relationships challenges, there is almost certainly a spiritual reason behind it. If someone is hurting you, you could have created negative relationship karma in your previous lifetimes together. You may have hurt the other person. The hurt that you are receiving now is your spiritual lesson to pay your spiritual debt. When, excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm having a cold. We often focus on health when we speak or think about healing. In fact, healing is needed in every aspect of lives. You may have a relationship challenges, emotional challenges, work or school challenges, financial challenges, and more. All of these suffering needs healing. To heal all kinds of challenges effectively is vital to understand deeply that any and all major challenges in your life could be due to negative karma. Karma is the root cause of success and the failure in every aspect of life. Another topic is ancestral karma. Everyone has two parents. Everyone has four grandparents. Everyone has eight great grandparents. Our ancestors' tree extends back in time for hundreds and thousands of generations. We have a huge number of ancestors in this lifetime. In addition, you could have had hundreds and or thousands of previous lifetimes as a human being. Over all of these lifetimes, you probably had many different fathers and many different mothers. Your combined ancestral tree from all your lifetimes could include millions and millions of ancestors. There is a renowned ancient saying that I skipped the Chinese part of it, but the translation is ancestors plant the tree, descendants enjoy the shade. This saying is a part of the wisdom of law of karma. It says that an ancestral karma exists and that we all carry it. Karma, positive and negative, is passed from generation to the next. In this way, you receive some good ancestral karma and the blessing that come with it from the good services your ancestors offer. On the other hand, you may receive some bad ancestral karma and the lessons it brings from hurtful, harmful services your ancestor offered. Is it like a inheriting physical characteristic from your parents and grandparents? The law of karma says that we also inherit a spiritual characteristic from our ancestors. Because everyone and everything is made of Shen that we all already talked about it. Shen means soul, heart, mind. Qi means energy, and Jing means matter. There is a multitude of kind of karma, including, for example, relationship karma, financial karma, emotional karma, mental karma, speaking karma, spiritual communication karma, spiritual abilities karma, writing karma, science and research karma, and much more. In one sentence, every aspect of life is related with the karma. Karma wisdom is vital to understand and transform life. The topic says Dr. Ruling Shu's journey to understand karma scientifically. Do you believe in karma? Raise your hand if you believe in karma. Master Ruling is writing now, talking now. On the fateful day, the September 9th, 2009, I, Ruling Shu, met Dr. and Master Zhigang Shah for the first time, attending his one-day workshop in my neighborhood in Hawaii. He put his significant question to all 100 of us in workshop. I raised my hand in response. At the same time, as a Berkeley trained theoretical physicist, I started to think deeply in my heart and mind about how to understand karma from the perspective of fundamental physics. Can we derive the law of karma, this important spiritual law, from theories of physics? Can we express the law of karma mathematically? In other words, is the law of karma also a physical law? Master Shah is very passionate to teach humanity about karma. As we were writing this book, a message came to me. Master Shah has come to Mother Earth at this critical time to teach humanity about karma. Much more, he's here to help humanity remove negative karma. I was shown a spiritual image of Noah on his ark with most of humanity having been wiped out from the great floods and the other disasters. I had a sudden realization that is critical for each of us and humanity to know about karma and, and and to clear our negative karma at this historic moment. Otherwise, our negative karma could cause huge damage for humanity and the Mother Earth and ourselves. When I mention karma to people, most people have negative feeling because they may think about the consequences and the lessons from past mistakes as punishment they must endure. However, as I have come to understand the law of karma scientifically, I have realized that the law of karma is most empowering physical and spiritual law. It tells us that we are the creator of our own reality. It shows us how we can manifest anything and everything we could ever want. It reveals to us that the unlimited freedom and miraculous abilities we can achieve are beyond imagination. The law of karma holds the key for liberating humanity from suffering. It's the gateway to uplift everyone and all humanity to a higher level of existence. There has never anyone or anything to blame. There is no need to be anxious or stressed. All is in our own hands right now, right here. We are in control of everything in our own reality. We can manifest anything we would ever want. To become a powerful creator and to be in ultimate control of your reality, you need to learn the law of karma. A topic is law of karma expressed mathematically. Many people think of Newton's third law of motion as the scientific expression of law of karma. Sir Isaac Newton from 1642 to 1726 was the founder of classical physics. Everyone has heard the story about his discovery of gravity when an apple fell from the tree above him onto his head. Newton formulated the three-dimensional law of motion, establishing the foundation for classical mechanics. Newton's third law of motion states, for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Newton's third law tells us that what we give to others is what we receive in return, in exactly the same way and the same degree. It aligns with the golden rule to do unto others as you would have others do unto you. Newton's third law of motion conveys the main idea of the law of karma. What we give to others is what we receive from others. It teaches us if we want to receive something, we need to start with giving the same thing to the others. Newton's third law does not tell us how our actions and, and the action of our ancestors affects our thoughts, feelings, relationships, finances, and every aspect of our lives. For example, suppose we try to interpret Newton's third law of motion literally. If we give someone an apple, we should get another apple back at the same time. If we shoot a bullet at someone, there should be another bullet coming at us instantly. Obviously, this is not what happened in real life. Real life is much more complicated than this. Newton's third law of motion, as well as the classical physics, is too simplistic to describe the law of karma in its full subtlety. Subtlety. To understand the law of karma scientifically, we need quantum physics and the Tao Science. Another topic is karma and vibrational field. Quantum physics reveals to us that everyone and everything is made of vibrational field. Our vibrational field consists of various vibrations with uh, polychromatic, polychromatic frequency, wavelengths, and the other properties. Our vibrational field carries all the information, energy, and the matter within us. The vibrational field is the record of our actions, as well as the impact on us from the actions of our ancestors, humanity, Mother Earth, solar system, countless galaxies, and countless universes. Our vibrational field expands over all space and time, is not limited in any way. This is part of universal vibrational field. The universal vibrational field contains everyone and everything. Each of our actions affects the entire universal vibrational field. It affects everyone and everything. It's the service to everyone and everything. In the bulleted form, karma is the record of services. Karma is the information, energy, and matter carried by our vibrational field about the past services offered by our ancestors and ourselves. Karma is recorded within the vibrational field. All our vibrational field records all of our actions, behavior, thoughts from the beginning of our existence. Our vibrational field is our Akashic record from which we can read our karma. Karma can be divided into good karma and then bad karma. We have given a spiritual definition for good karma and the bad karma. Now let's give them a scientific definition. The title is Scientific Definition of Karma. We can define karma scientifically in the terms of information and entropy. Let's start with the good karma. Good karma is the action that increases positive information. Good karma can be measured by the increase in negative entropy. Positive information is a measure of connection with all beings. Action that enhance our quantum entanglement with other connections with all beings increases positive information. I repeat that again. Action that enhances our quantum entanglement and other connections with all beings increases positive information. The more connection or positive information we have, the more power, wisdom, and influence we have. Good karma builds connection. Good karma enhances our soul power, heart power, and mind power. It leads to love, joy, abundance, longevity, wisdom, peace, and peace. Love, forgiveness, compassion, light, humility, harmony, prosperity, gratitude, service, and enlightenment can increase our good karma. The mathematical measure of good karma is a negative entropy. Negative entropy is a mathematical measure of virtue. The mathematical measure of negative entropy is similar to the spiritual measure of virtue. Now, the scientific definition of negative karma should be no surprise. In bullet form, it says negative karma is the action that increases negative information. Negative karma can be measured by an increase in entropy. Negative karma increases our negative information. Negative information is the disorder and uncertainty within ourselves and our disconnection with others. The less connection we have with others, the less power, wisdom, influence we have. Lack of connection is expressed by the negative information within us. The negative information is measured by entropy. Entropy expresses how much disorder, disconnection, and uncertainty we have. Entropy is a mathematical measure of karmic debt. Negative karma disconnects us from all beings. It reduces the power of our souls. It closes our hearts. It closes our heart, limiting its ability to receive unlimited mind. Uh, I'm sorry. It closes our heart, limiting its ability to receive. It limits our mind. Killing, stealing, cheating, taking advantage of others, judging, discriminating, complaining, and more are unpleasant services that decreases our connection with others. It is to increase our positive information, which is a virtue. Our positive information virtue will offset and reduce our spiritual death, which are negative karma. What causes negative karma? Buddha teaches us that the greed, anger, and the ignorance can lead to a negative karma. Greed, anger, and ignorance lead to the separation and disconnection from others. All kind of judgment, discrimination, and attachment can also create negative karma. To avoid negative karma, we need to remove greed, anger, ignorance, judgment, discrimination, attachment, and more. Dear reader, at this time we ask you to pause and take some time to examine your thoughts, your speech, your feeling, your emotion, your intention, your hearing, your seeing, your writing, your reading, and each of your actions. Are you creating positive karma that make you happier and healthier and more successful? Or are you creating negative karma that will bring you unhappiness, sickness, difficulties, disasters, challenges, and the other negative experiences in your life? Uh, in your health, relationship, finances, career, and more. Let me see how many more pages. I believe that I cannot finish this on, yeah, I think I cannot finish this for 1 hour, but I would read part of it and then leave it for the next week. The title says Law of Karma. The law of karma expresses how our action manifests our reality. The karma, the law of karma has two parts. The first part is as follows. Part 1. Part 1 of the law of karma explains what determines our experiences in every aspect of our lives. This is the core of the law of karma. In bulleted paragraph, it says, what are we experiencing right now in our spiritual, mental, emotional, physical bodies, as well as our relationships, finances, and every aspect of our lives is what our ancestors and we have given to others in the past. Scientific revelation and explanation of the law of karma, part 1. The first part of law of karma tells us how our past actions affect our current reality. Each of our actions, such as thinking, speaking, feeling, hearing, smelling, tasting, emotions, moving, and more, manifest a set of vibration. Let's suppose you have acted in some way. Let's call that action A. Action A manifests a set of vibrations called B. Because B comes from you, B is quantum entangled with your vibrational field. Now let's suppose a person named John receives B, receives B. John experiences happiness when feels B. The action of John experiencing B as happiness is the manifestation of B as a state of happiness. It's very difficult to see it, to feel it, but you have to follow. You have to follow. Please, if you have any question, please give me, make a comment or write me your questions. Minu Campbell at harmoniousrelationships.net. I'd be happy to, if you don't have the book, this book, to read it from page 180. I would explain it to you, but I would read it back again. Let's suppose that you have action in some ways. Let's call that action A. Action A manifests a set of vibration called B. So action is called A and the vibration is called B. B comes from me to you. If I feel happy and at the be quantum entangled with your vibrational field. Let's suppose that someone named John receives B. Means my vibrational field, which is called B. John feels my vibrational field. The action of John experiencing B as happiness, uh, as a state of happiness that I was facing, I was having in my vibrational field, and the John entangled with my field, vibrational field, which was happiness. Since B is in quantum entangled with a part of your vibrational field, part of your vibrational field will now move into a state of happiness. If your heart receives these happy states vibration, you will feel happiness. Therefore, because your action made John feel happy, you also experience happiness. Suppose, on the other hand, that John does not immediately receive my vibrational field, but he experiences at the later time. In this case, B, which is my vibrational field, will manifest as a state of happiness at the later time. This happy state will then come to your vibrational field at the later time as well. In other words, you would receive karmic consequence of action. Action A at the later time. This shows us that karmic consequences can be delayed. If someone doesn't receive my vibrational field immediately, but they can receive it later, it could be delayed because that person cannot receive it at this time. So that means the heart is not open to receive the vibrational field. Now suppose your heart does not receive the vibration in the happy state. If this is the case, even if it exists in your vibrational field, you still would not feel happiness caused by your action. When the time is right for you to receive this happy vibrational field, you will receive the happiness caused by your own action. A. This is another way that karmic consequences can be deferred. If many people receive vibrational field and experience happiness, you will experience more happiness. The more people experience my vibrational field as happiness, the more happiness you will experience. It comes back to me. The longer and the more often others feel happiness from A because of my action, the longer and the more often you feel happiness from my action, which was happiness. If for whatever reason some people experience sadness when they feel B vibrational field, you may feel also sadness. You may experience both happiness and sadness from your action, which is A. The action was happiness. From this example, we can see that our karma can affect us for a long time and in many ways. You may not feel my happiness right away, but you could feel it in the future and you will experience it. And so I will read this part next time because I'm in the middle of the page, but I have to quit because it's uh, uh, we are on the top of the hour, and we will leave the next one. I would read this part again. Okay, part one of law of karma, and I hope that you have enjoyed it as much as I did, and I'm so glad that you could join. Please share this book club, the science book, with your friends and family. And these are the authors that they have written it. And it is not only about the karma. Karma is one law of the universe. There are more laws of universe, of how we came from and where we are going, how the universe was started, and everything else is in this book, scientifically, mathematically proven. Love you, love you, love you. And I want to make an announcement that tomorrow I'm having the, positive power of positive information class from 8 to 8:30. I will be live on the Facebook and on the YouTube. And if anybody likes to join on the teleconference, I would accommodate everyone. And thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you, love you, love you. Good night, everyone. Bye.